We screwed up.
Стрим падал, что ли? Не пойму.
We conned you. Robbed you. Killed your...
А работает
Baby.
стрим?
We can't take back what we've
Падал?
done.
Понятно. Ну ладно.
But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Giant Lord of Kakarantara! Ah!
Сейчас Грут его пробудит, и у него откроется тоже какая-то способность.
This isn't you.
Теперь этот дракончик будет за нас.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom. The final harvest begins. Dead worlds screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Так может объясните хотя бы этой
Someone needs to
леди-то?
take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Что ж,
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
I think we found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it.
надо
We did
переодеваться
do it,
обратно.
right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will, I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Так понимаю, это намек на то, что идет конец
Hey,
игры.
Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need the focus. Come on.
Ничего себе.
Do not drop that.
А наушники?
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we
Давайте,
left?
пока они тут разговаривают, я
Last time
пойду
we saw
погрею
you,
себе
things
еду,
looked dire.
потому
It's a
что
long story.
я собралась
We can talk
допроходить
about it
игру.
after you do, like, Star Guy
Я
says
думаю,
and use
что
the
буквально
bathroom.
пару минут займет,
I
я
don't
разогрею
need
и
to.
приду
All
к
right,
вам
but
обратно.
don't say I didn't
Скоро
warn you in
вернусь.
church. Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
So, how was it riding along with Lady Hellbender? She have you try on battle armor?
Oh, no. She's very respectful of other women's bodily autonomy. We just talked. She asked about you.
She better not have said anything about me reaching my big size.
No. You only turn into Big Fuzzy in 1 or 2 fringe realities.
What?
She wanted to know if you'd give her your bomb recipe, though. She said you did a job on her throne room.
Only if she pays for it.
Gamora Zenhuberi, you wish to practice hand-to-hand techniques.
It's still weird when you say my actual name.
I am getting used to it.
We've come a long way since Murderous Sorceress. Wasn't it what you were calling me back on my first mission with the team?
Yes. At first I believed you had bewitched Peter Quill. I could see no other reason he would hire an assassin for a protection contract.
Really? No other reason than magic?
You could also have seduced him. He lacks mental fortitude in the presence of women.
True. If I remember right, he spent most of that protection contract flirting with the waitresses.
So, Bug Girl, how come you can understand Groot so well? You've only known him a few cycles.
Telenesin is a common language in some realities. The Chitauri don't always blow up Planet X.
I am Groot.
Yep. There's a dimension where I learned to speak it from a very aggressive compost vendor on Nowhere.
Groot loves compost. Hey, Bug Lady, you see anything about this mission we should know about?
I don't see much. Or rather, I see too much. So many realities converging.
Does Lady Hellbender ever stand us up?
Only in a few versions. Usually when Star Guy does a bad speech. Oh, and also in one version where he grabs her butt.
Nice move there, Drax.
If I put my weight on my left foot, I have much better control over my right hook.
People always underestimate proper footing technique.
Focusing on the upper body alone is the mark of an amateur.
Exactly.
Диалоги,
Weight
конечно.
distribution is crucial, especially with melee weapons.
Morgoth's breath, you are correct.
Приятного аппетита. Спасибо. Да, сейчас мы пока здесь походим, пообщаемся. Я как раз перекушу, чтобы мне хватило до конца стрима.
Mantis, I've got so many questions.
I know, and I want so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
Так, спросить. Давайте по очереди.
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you were able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But
Ну
convincing
да.
her to hear you out? Woo, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen.
Вот почему она с нами себя так
You
вела
told
до
her about
этого.
the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
Да, это забавно, конечно. Они там разные варианты видят.
Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks him bleats. It translates weird.
Так. А миссия-то в чем? Ну, давайте сейчас со всеми поговорим.
No, not like that.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
Холодильник надо закрыть. Чего они ржут?
So sad, swishing around in his robes.
А нам перевести?
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier!
The Grand Humidity.
Неловкий смех. Так, давайте только переоденем, пожалуйста, обратно Гамору. Можно ракете вот такой, конечно, сделать. Или вот так. Давайте вот так. Вообще нет, вообще мне больше всего нравится его стандартный костюм. Как ни крути, он, по-моему, самый прикольный. Ну и Дракс что-то мне надоел уже такой. Давайте вернем. Вот как из фильмов. Что, Ракета скажет?
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
what do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct. Just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see.
Что он там сделал с нашим
In
плеером?
retrospect, our team was eclectic on that first mission.
That's an understatement. Rocket seemed like the only one who knew what he was doing, and he did it in the most chaotic way possible.
What did he do with the detonation charges he found in the ventilation system?
If he hasn't used them yet, they'll probably be in a secret stash.
So the rodent does have a stash after all.
Мы сейчас туда сходим. Так, а откуда Дракс-то разговаривает? Надо уже
I
лететь.
remember my first mission with this team. It was a disaster.
Weren't all of them disasters? It's become part of our brand.
True. They do not always go as planned. May be unprofitable, but I cannot deny it is entertaining.
And hopefully, great galaxy-saving practice.
Каждый раз этот манекен... А, вон он. Манекен Гаморы. И мне кажется, что это... Гамора там стоит. Тут ничего нового. Пойдемте. Грут напевает полевое растение. А, и Гамора тут.
Peter Quill, spar with me.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I don't want to get tired before the real fight.
Tired. But this is the warm-up.
Not a bad idea. We don't know
это
what's
мы
gonna
уже
happen when we
смотрели.
get out of hyperspace. What if we get ambushed?
That's what guns are for. Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there, no matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together.
Так, и Дракс что скажет?
Bet those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fin Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe
Может
if
быть,
he
у
does it
Грута
with a mouth.
откроется скилл ревайва. Так, ну все вроде, полетели тогда. Вроде со всеми поговорили. Верстак нам больше не нужен. Можно в окошко еще глянуть. Напоследок. Молчаливо посмотрели. Успею я доесть.
All right, not stopping again. Did I forget something?
You
No.
do in most realities.
Я забыла купить игрушку Гаморе на забвении, но это уже никак не
Here
сделать.
goes nothing. No, scratch that. Here go the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna barf.
Deja vu.
Is it just me or that fleet looks twice as big now?
Wrong. It is at least thrice as big.
That's the biggest I've ever
Чё, чат,
seen.
готовы
What now?
к финалу?
Kill the lights, kill the engines, and wait for Lady Hellbender to show up.
We're sure she's coming, right?
She is a woman of honor, a queen. She promised to gather her forces.
And how long is that gonna take?
Too long.
No. We can't be too
Ну а
late. We
как
gotta
мы?
save the galaxy and Nikki. One way or another, we need to get in there and shut down that ritual.
We can't take on a fleet that big.
Little Fuzzy!
Rocky, what are you doing,
Что?
man?
We need to get into Sacrosanct to disrupt the ritual, right? We all know we get killed out here. So, I'm gonna make a really loud...
Вот зачем плеер.
Tunes!
Yeah, I rigged it to blast your scuddy music across all channels, while the church is out looking
А мы
for
не
the
услышим.
source.
We cut the engines and we flow silently right past them to board the Sacrosanct. Smart.
Seriously?
Чат, а вы тут? Напишите что-нибудь, а то я не
We're
знаю,
getting
может
it
у меня
back as
опять
soon
стрим
as we
упал.
win. Now get back in here.
Тут, ну хорошо. Чат, да. Громко играет рок-музыка.